The Beast is back. So far in the NBA preseason, Zach Edey is picking up exactly where he left off at Purdue, where he dominated for 4 seasons and was a 2-time National Player of the Year. He's played 3 preseason games in the NBA so far, but his most recent game against the Chicago Bulls, which the Grizzlies won, by the way, was his most impressive. Not only for what he showed in the game, but for how these skills are going to translate when the actual NBA games roll around. For the game, Zach finished with 15 points, 8 rebounds, 5 of those offensive rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, and 0 turnovers in 22 minutes. He spent much of the game going against Nikola Vucevic, and if we're being honest, completely outplayed Vuce. Zach had this one hook shot over Vuce that was money. And with Zach being 7'4", if he makes that hook shot a consistent part of his NBA bag, then I don't see how anyone outside of maybe Victor Wembanyama is going to be able to stop that. Elsewhere in preseason, we have seen Edey grab a rebound, get it to his point guard, and then jet down to the other end of the floor, beating everyone else for a wide open dunk. He has also added a 3-point shot to his game, something that he didn't do when he was at Purdue, frankly because he didn't have to, but he shot multiple threes in his second preseason game. The shot looked really good. We're seeing a lot of footage from him working out, and he is just draining those 3-pointers. So I think adding that stretch big potential to his game is also going to strike fear into the opposing teams throughout the NBA season. NBA writer Kevin O'Connor said with a reliable jumper, Edey would elevate Memphis's lineup flexibility and front court depth. The Grizzlies could play 5 out, but retain interior size on the defensive end with Edey, flanked by Jaren Jackson Jr. KOC says that Edey doesn't need to shoot, though. He only made 1 3-pointer in 4 years at Purdue. The safest bet is that his greatest impact will be made by screening for Morant and then punishing smaller interior players. That's why the Grizzlies got him, to hunt the mismatch. And what's been even more impressive, I think, is how Zach Edey is doing this with teammates that won't even be in the Grizzlies' rotation. Morant has missed the majority of preseason with ankle soreness. We saw some glimpses of their pick-and-roll game in the first preseason game, and as they continue to get more comfortable with each other and understand the nuances of how the other one plays, it's going to be super hard to stop them when they are firing on all cylinders. Zach actually said earlier in an interview about playing with Ja, it's just about building that chemistry on and off the court. It's really important, and we're still working on it. It's not done by any means, but we're continuing to develop it. And I actually did a video where I broke down this off-season workout between Ja and Zach, and they are just killing it playing with each other. Super fun to watch. So check out that video if you haven't. But Zach is so big that these screens that he sets just opens up the floor so much for Ja driving to the rim, or for shooters like Desmond Bane, Luke Kennard, or Jaren Jackson. Really lets them operate. And speaking of Jaren Jackson Jr., he has been out all of preseason with hamstring soreness, but once he's back in the lineup, I see him as the perfect complement to Edey. I mean, guys, they don't call Jaren Block Panther for nothing, because Edey is going to be parked under the basket, which will allow Jaren to roam for blocks and just defend all over the place with his condor-like wingspan. Zach is also going to be able to clean up all the misses with his offensive rebounding, and ever since Jaren came into the league, rebounding has been one of his weaknesses. But Zach, he's going to be able to rebound, then he has the passing chops to get it to an open man, get it to a shooter, pass it back out to Ja, let him reset the offense. I cannot stress enough how huge this Zach Edey addition is for the Grizzlies. Things are only going to get better from here. The chemistry is only going to continue to develop, and Zach's proven work ethic tells me there is very little chance of this not working out. We're already seeing that the comparisons to Boban that some people were throwing around during the draft, completely unfounded. This guy is more mobile, he's more athletic, and he's just more skilled than some of those big guys we've seen in the past, like George Murison, Sean Bradley, Boban. Zach Edey is a different breed of big man, and as he gets more comfortable, the Grizzlies are going to be winning lots and lots of games. Guys, that's what I think. Let me know in the comments. Have you been watching Zach Edey balling out? Tell me what you think, and if you've watched this far, make sure you drop a like for the YouTube algorithm and hit that subscribe button too. Only takes a second, and it helps out the channel a ton. Make sure you check out my pinned comment and some of the other videos that I have on this channel. Doing a lot of content as we gear up for the NBA season, so make sure you check that out. That's all I got for you today. Remember, don't be a casual in basketball or in life, and I'll catch you next time on the Half Court Report.